not a second, maybe a minute. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self Love. If you're joining in for the first time, welcome to the family. Please hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you're returning, thank you so much for the continuous love and support that you are showing me. Today we are talking about people who have taken loans on behalf of men that never paid back, or any story which is related to that. This is coming after we did an episode of our podcast, the Safe Space Chats podcast, when Domentle Viantom Charlie was just sharing her story of identity crisis and the works. Part of her suffering from all of that was her being able to take a loan for her then husband, who then later on ended up being the only person that is paying for that loan, because the husband was like, listen, I didn't take any loan, so I'm not going to pay for it. 5 years after the divorce, she is still paying for that loan. And that is why we are here today. I did a very small clip where I spoke about that, and so that's why we are here doing the live, because some people said they requested that we do a live because they have stories to share about borrowing money to men and something similar to that. So we had one guest, she has already left. Hopefully she'll be able to request and come back, because I wanted to do the intro before I can allow anybody to speak. But also we have the open floor by Tima, who I believe that she has a story to share with us, even if it's not like exact, something along the lines of borrowing money. If you know somebody, if you have your own story to share, you're more than welcome to do that. Hey, my darling.
Yeah. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, love?
It's not like a loan. I mean, I almost get the loan part too. But
Yeah.
I mean, I learned from the past, and I kind of I can't stop myself if I get into it. But I almost gonna get that loan for him. But I remember of course he has a lot of credit card bills. Loans, sure. I guess we can call it loans too, for credit card. And I was trying, how you get in a relationship. Of course, this is marriage. This is not boyfriend and girlfriend, right?
Sure.
But you know how in the marriage, you are working, you're trying to work together as a one.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, then you realize you are the only person doing the work, and the other person, God, unknowingly, right? I mean, you won't know that at the time because you're trying to make it work,
Sure.
So it's like, I was trying to make us financially stable, because of course he came in and he's just ramping up this debt, this credit card debt, because it was financially out of control, and I couldn't understand it, right? And then I was trying to do the work, let's get us into financial stability. So, I remember selling one of my cars that year, and the money that I got, girl, the money that I got from that car, I said, I gave it to him. I said, I'm telling you, this is about 15,000 baht. I'm not lying. I said,
I'm not even judging you, babes. I'm not even judging you, because this is so relatable. I mean, we've done that,
I swear to God, I said, the funny thing is, even if I want to pay his loan, right, I should take that money and go pay the loan by myself, right? I gave my husband, my ex now, said, go pay, pay those credit, I want you to be zero, let's start from fresh, Girl, fast forward. No, number one, he never paid the loan, okay? Not only that, he never paid the loan, he accumulated more debt on top of it. And I said, sir, I was like, okay, so what did you do with the money that I gave you, sir? What did you do? He wouldn't come up. You know how they will ramp you up. It's never a good explanation. There's always something like, okay, whatever, But the funny thing is, looking back to all those times, of course, you live, you learn, right?
Yeah.
Once you have one experience, I think one experience always enough, should be enough, right? You don't want to. So fast forward, we were going to say, okay, let's brush up in our, educational background, right?
Sure.
The more education you have, the less you work, kind of thing, yeah? And then we went on, we registered for the school, and it's going to require $17,000 each, yeah? Mm-hmm. Here comes, you pay the, go ahead and pay because you have to make a deposit, I think it was 5,000 each. Mm-hmm. We have to pay, and, and then, say we go from there. And I said to myself, listen, I'm going to go to the school. I'm going to go get my certificate. If you want to come along with me, which is fine, but it's we both require to have $17,000 each.
Each.
So you go ahead and pay your deposit. I'm gonna go ahead and pay my deposit. Once, if it's really, but I would love for you to come with me. I will. Oh, that does not go well with me. Like, what do you mean? We are working together here. I said, sir, I know we are working together. But remember the last time? No, you always bring the past to the present. What kind of thing is this? How are we gonna move forward like this? I said, well, hey, we have to move forward. How are we gonna move forward? I cannot afford to pay for both of us. You pay yours, I pay mine. Of course, he went ahead and paid for his, and I paid for mine, and everybody went ahead and we finished the school. We got our certification, and I remember so at the time that we are finishing, that was the marriage kind of really going down the drain, and I was glad that I didn't take that responsibility upon me, because that could have just break me into two, because I already did one already. So moving out of the marriage, and I remember they say, the lawyers like, your debt is your debt and my debt is my debt kind of thing. Of course, it's marriage, right? And I remember they were compiling because at first they said we have to share, not only that we have to share our assets, they have to take whatever individual owe out of the asset. Whatever you have left is what you guys gonna go by. And in my head, I knew that this is not gonna work. This is because I know how much debt that is in. And somehow he was like, my lawyer said, no, that's not gonna work. I think individual, if you use your credit card for it's your name on it, even though this is a marriage thing, let everybody carry their own
debt,
whatever. And when you just divide your asset, whatever you want to cover with your debt. I mean, that is how I manage gently, just
escape
get out of that. Exit that. But it is very real in a way that we have to be very careful how we want to fix the other person so bad, because we feel like so that we can start afresh. I ain't start afresh with anyone. Sir, I am not fresh with you at all. Go fresh yourself.
You know what I think the problem is? You know what I think the problem is, Tima? I think the problem is that majority of men are irresponsible financially, right? That is why it's either they have a lot of credit or all these credit cards, so much that as a woman, who is doing well for herself, when you come into a relationship like that, you really want to help this person out so that they can be stable. And when you are doing all of that, you're not getting them to be stable so that they can run away and run wild and do whatever. You are thinking, because I'm doing forever with this person, when I help them out, I'm helping my family, so it's good for the family.
Absolutely.
But because they know what is in their own hearts, my sister, you are on your own. And I think for you it's so much better because you had a fully paid car that you sold to give the money to him. Imagine having to go take a loan to give to this man so that he can sort out his mess, and he eats that money and runs away with it.
And it never works. Yeah, that is a blow. That's a blow to your face right there. Again, financial abuse is real, and it's a real thing. Like people don't even think that far when we are talking abuse. It's not even in the abuse box. When we are talking about, or someone abused me physically, emotionally, financial abuse, spiritual abuse. Those are real things that people go through, and they are as damaging as somebody, slapping you left and right. Because again, you might not be getting a physical slap, but you are getting emotional slap. You are getting financial slap. It's the same thing. But I think the world is waking up, and I hope women, especially, I'm a woman, I can only speak to women, okay? Nothing against men, but I hope that women, the idea of, I want to save someone, I want to save the world, that mentality that was kind of instilled in us, that we are the savior of everyone. I think that needs to be managed properly. I think we need to set our boundary, not boundary, a healthy boundary for that matter, to see. For me, this is how far I want to go. It doesn't matter who or when. This is how far I'm going to go. If a guy is coming to you and financial, if you are looking at his financial situation, it's not where you are. There's no, I'm not just going to tell you. I'm just going to back better and just walk away. It is what it is. No fight. And then for us to lead with our head first. Let's lead with our head and let's look out for, I'm looking out for me. I hope you do the same, honey.
Yeah.
It's not,
it doesn't mean, one thing that I've learned, especially with us Christians, is that we think that putting ourselves first is not a Christian thing to do. We think that compromising ourselves so much and putting other people before us, that really shows that we are Christian people and we are good people. And then when we get hurt, we blame it on God, we blame it on our belief system, and then we come and we say Christianity is a scam. I was a Christian all my life and these things didn't work out for me, simply because we decided to go out there and put other people before us. If I put myself first, you put yourself first, we come together and we build this beautiful thing where we're not a burden to one another. It works. But because we've made ourselves believe that for us to really show that we love one another, it means that I must now carry all of your load and show you that, listen, I can carry you on your back when you can walk with your own feet. We're messing it up, and then at the end of the day, we blame it on our religion.
Absolutely. And then, I think a lot of women, we the way that we feel, the way how we feel better about ourselves is how much we are giving out to others, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Some people will call it act of service. There's really nothing wrong with, if that's how you want to show up in the world, as like you like to give. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But just make sure that you don't want to be giving, until you have nothing else to give. You know what I mean?
True. You can't give from an empty cup, sis.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm seeing a comment.
Whatever make you feel good.
I'm seeing a comment on.
Good, but be careful.
Yeah, I'm seeing a comment on YouTube, right, from God's very own, which is very similar to a comment that I'm seeing on TikTok from Lisedi, who is saying the same thing, to say the reason why we are like this as women, the reason why we become so gullible is because we have good hearts, we have beautiful hearts, we have kind hearts, and when you are too kind and people are not used to being treated kindly, they take advantage of your kindness and they feel like your kindness is stupidity. You understand what I'm saying? So that is why I saw a quote on Instagram, I think yesterday, where somebody was saying that takers don't know when to stop. So as a giver, you should know when to put your limits, because if you don't put your limits, takers take. All right, that's what they do best. It's taking. So if you know that you have a good heart and you're a giver, you need to put your limits in place, because at the end of the day, nobody actually gets into a relationship for it to come to an end or anything like that. But things happen, so you need to have your limits, put your boundaries in place. It's not an evil thing to do for you to put your boundaries in place.
I said this in one of the platforms today that whether you're about to go into a relationship or you're already in the relationship, I think there are three things that we need to protect ourselves from. We need to protect our heart, we need to protect our money, we need to protect our womb. Okay? Your womb is the best creation that God given to every woman. And there are men that if they know that they can't get your heart, they can't get your money, they will come through to you through your womb and say, oh, have baby for me, honey.
Yo, sis. I'm telling you.
If you get it, you get it. If you get it, it's like, be very careful. Those three things, protect yourself to the point that unless you feel the match with that person or equally yoke with that person, it's not, those three things not something that you want to play with. And again, especially, your heart can be broken, time, you can heal that, True. And sometimes you lose the money, okay, you might recover, all right, I don't want that, but your womb, honey, protect your, honey, I cannot say that, protect your womb. Don't give your baby out to anyone like that. Like babies, it's like there's no return policy on them. Once you have them, you have them. And there are some men that set out to just want to trap you with that baby. Okay, for no reason at all. They just say, okay, yeah. And you won't know until you get pregnant, and then you see the switch. Yeah. So know what you want on your own. First of all, like know thyself. I can say that. Know thyself.
Yeah.
Know thyself.
And your limits. Yeah. True. I think you have said a mouthful, and I wish my daughter can come and watch this thing one day and be able to see that, listen, these are gems that you are dropping here, to say, So many of us have been in situations where we are compromising and over-compromising ourselves because we are trusting the other party so much that we don't even think. You know how we as Christians believe in, the power of tongue. You must not confess negativity. Don't be a negative person. Therefore, you are going to take all the risks in the world because you don't wanna look at the negative side, because things are gonna go well. Because if you think about bad things, you're gonna manifest bad things. Therefore, you become reckless in your decision making. You are on your own, my sister.
You know, one thing I heard one of the persons said in terms of when how the guy dates and how women date. Like when men are dating, they start from a zero.
Sure.
Like when they start from a zero, and then they will be looking for value. Then now they are watching you. They are looking at you like, what can I add to that zero? So if you say, oh yeah, she said, I think she can be a good mom. That's 10, okay? Ooh, I think she cook right. Ooh, I like the cook. That's another 10. That is how men goes. That's how they build their relationship. Now,
but we, on the other hand,
girl, half the women, we start from 100.
Hey,
who taught us that?
my sister, this is funny, but it's not funny. It's serious.
Who taught us? I mean, really, we start from zero. When I heard that story, I was screaming like, hey.
This is a fact.
No, you see? And then we start from zero, and then we'll be
deducting points.
He does not deserve this 100%. He does not, because we are looking at potential, we're not looking at reality of that person.
Yeah.
And now we want to start to deducting. But now you want to deduct, you already hand over your heart to him. Right?
It's so difficult now. We are laughing about it, but it's serious.
So if you are dating somebody, put them they are underground. If you are dating them, okay, they have to dig themselves out. Don't give them helping hand. Don't say, here, come my hand, hold my hand, I'll pull you up. Hey, honey, we ain't pulling anybody up. Let them dig themselves out. Let them pull themselves out. See how much strength that they have, that they can actually pull themselves out. If I can dig myself out of any situation, pull myself up, there's a tendency that I'll be able to do that for somebody else. So let's start from a zero.
It's not going to be an easy thing to do, but it's very much doable. I saw Heaven's Princess very much active in the comment section. I'm like, this one must come here and tell us what's what.
Guys, I had this guy, this guy was from actually Uganda. So we dated, it was nice. He would buy me labeled clothes and stuff like that. But I noticed that this guy wants to milk me something. Like, he used to wear something like 20,000 on his body from the head to the toe.
Okay.
It would be Gucci, Dolce & Gabbana, all those designer clothes. He didn't have a car. He would always borrow my car. So I noticed that, no, man, there's no love here. This guy just wants to milk me the money. Every time on December it's my birthday, then he would ask me, baby, we have to plan a trip. Remember, it's your bonus month.
Hey, Anna.
I would ask, why don't you carry my it's I'm having bonus this month. Like, he would always plan. And in as much as he will look expensive every time, every month towards month, and he doesn't have money, he will ask money to take a taxi from me. So I decided, you know what, let me just leave this relationship. Obviously, there's no love here. This guy just wants to benefit from me.
Because Luana, you also have high expectations. When you see somebody rocking 20,000, you're thinking there's more where that came from. You're not expecting him to be milking you dry. You're expecting him to at least balance you out, or at least be the one that gives to you, since, well, he looks like he can afford.
Exactly. I used to tell him, you know what, me, I made choices that I can rather drive an expensive car and have a beautiful house than to wear than to put on 20,000 on my body. I don't mind getting into a Cummins or Pep and buy clothes, but I know that I'm driving a beautiful car, the car that satisfied me, and I've got a permanent roof on my head. I can rather pay the bond and the thing. So he would be like, no, you have to look nice, stuff like that. But always, every month, he's demanding money from me. He's asking money from me. He doesn't have money. So he's busy trying to impress people on how he looks rather than, like, I think Kunapila life here fake this guy. Wow.
Yo, but I'm so glad, my sister, that you were able to get out. You were actually able to see through him as early as you possibly could. Because I do believe that this is maybe even the clothes he was wearing, he got them from another woman, you know, and for you to be able to pick up all these red flags and not ignore them. Because in most cases, we women, we are very ignorant. We refuse. We see a red flag and we say, you serpent, you devil who is making me see red instead of orange, I rebuke you. We rebuke the truth, which is right in front of us.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm so glad for you that you actually saw it earlier. Eh, Sissy?
Yeah, you know one thing that I realized.
Yes.
Like how to kind of fish out who is for you, who is real and who is not real. Like any man that comes to you that, you know, and this is like a metaphor. Anyone that comes for you that say, you know, I'm gonna build you heaven on earth, he should not be asking for your resources, honey.
Exactly. Why does he need your resources to give you heaven on earth?
No, you don't need my resources to do that. Go do it. Let me see. I need a physical part of that. You know, I hear you. I hear what you said. Where's the physical? Yeah. You know, nobody needs. You should not ask me for my resources to do anything.
Yeah. Once he asks for your resources, then he's selling you a dream. He wants you to come and bring that heaven on earth to yourself. He just wants to give you an idea of what he can bring. Then he's going to use you. You are the resources to actually bring that heaven on earth that he wants you to have. You are literally going to be doing the work yourself.
That's true.
Yo, Aishem, we learn as we grow, man. We learn as we grow. And I thank God that we are able to have platforms like this where we are sharing this information so that at least we can learn from one another, so that the ones that are coming after us never have to suffer like us, you know, because these are, for some people, this is so embarrassing to even talk about. But for us to be able to open a platform like this and speak openly, I really thank God for giving us that grace, you know, where we are like no judgment. We are just openly speaking about our experiences and other people are learning from that.
It's true.
Okay, somebody else was trying to come through. I think maybe they have a network problem because they cannot join. Anybody else who wants to join and share their experience regarding being able to take a loan, or, you know, be in a position where a man is milking you dry, money, being stranded with a loan, please come through and share your experience with us. I think you might come back in the next 10 years, 20 years, and thank yourself for sharing this information, because you would have helped your own child. That's basically what we're talking about today, saying that I took a loan for him and he never paid it back, because this is coming from like a very small clip that I posted recently from our 4th episode of the Safe Space Chats podcast, where I was featuring Ntombendle Vianto Mjali, who was sharing about how she took a loan on behalf of her then husband, that 5 years later after the divorce, she's still paying for that loan, because after they got divorced and this man moved on to the next woman because she couldn't afford to maintain his lifestyle anymore, that man just said to her, I don't have a loan under my name, and she was left alone to pay for that loan up until today. So it's a lesson that we should all learn, and that's why we have opened this platform to say, if you have a story that is similar to that to share with us, let us share, let us raise an awareness, let us teach each other to become, you know, of sane mind when we enter these relationships, because it seems like no matter how educated you are as a woman, when it comes to relationship, you are as stupid as I don't know which type of fool. But hey, relationshipically, guys, we are not doing so well, eh? In terms of applying our brain, we leave the brain by the door, and that's a big problem, you know.
It is really big in a way that I think women, of course, we feel differently, you know, how men and women approaches a relationship, and the idea of just you know, I'm here to save the world kind of situation. I think we need to redefine that and make sure that we are not attracting people who just out to get you or out to take out from you. And because, you know, remember, when these men are coming, they come very slowly and steadily. They never rush you for anything. You gotta pay attention. You gotta, just you have to really pay attention. Set your boundary. Have a healthy boundary in a way that, and then don't second guess yourself. Like, because our body is so amazingly wired that it will tell you when you're having that bad feelings about somebody. Trust yourself. Trust that feelings. It's so subtle, but honey, trust that feelings because your body is telling you something. The moment you ignore that feeling, say, let me see how this is going to turn out. Okay, let me do this one time. Honey, that one time is going to cost you for the rest of your life if you don't cut it off right there, and go inside your room and cry about it, and shake it, move to something else, because again, these men, they know how to pick their victim. They are so good. And that's what they do. You will not see it coming. You don't set out to go look for this person that's gonna come and dismantle everything that you've worked for all your life. Yeah. So it's and then in most cases you think you get it figured out. I've had experience. Even if you had experience in the past, do the work on yourself, especially if you have experience in the past. Yeah. You gotta do the work that you don't keep repeating yourself for the same situation in different body. That's a thing. That's a real thing. People will go out there and keep making the same mistake over and over, and thinking that this time is gonna be different. If you do it once, twice, be careful. Look at yourself, like, what part of me is attracting all this, group of men. And even if you make mistake, it's not the end of the world. It's what you learn from it, what you learn from that mistake.
The problem with us, sis, the problem with us is that we are too in denial, because these signs are always there and they are crystal clear, but we say, listen, no, but maybe there's something different, there's something here, I might be missing something. We are very much in denial. And with men, on the other hand, when they see that, okay, this one is not the one for me, or this one, what she's doing, I don't like it, or she can't be a good victim for me, they don't even think twice before they drop you. They drop you there and then. But with us, we are always trying to, God, show me one more sign. God gives you a sign. Show me another sign. Okay, show me a sign on top of the mountain. Show me a sign by the river. We want sign after sign after sign until we are deep in there and we can't even get out of that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you mentioned something very interesting about we see the red flags and we choose to ignore. How I left is I left in this way. I went to his place. I went to visit that day. I remember I was going to sleep over. Then before we sleep, I just decided to go and shower. While I was in the shower, then this guy was busy fidgeting with my phone. Yeah. Then when I come back from the shower, I saw him busy on my Capitec app. And remember, there's PIN code. So I get so fed up. How did you manage to open my phone? Because I have a PIN. So that's how I left. I took my phone. I dressed up, took my phone, reversed my car, and left. I never went back. Yeah. Because I knew I'm working on a scammer. Straight. So that's how I left altogether from him.
Sure. I see. You know what? You dodged a bullet there. Sis Tuli has been trying to log on. I've been seeing you trying to log in. I'm like, oh, hi. She wants to share. She wants to dish, Mara. The network is jealous.
This network is jealous of you.
Yes.
My sister. I will preach what I always preach. The man, once you build him, he'll hate you because no one wants to be with a woman that he knows that he owes his success to.
True.
They begin to resent you just for the fact that you have helped him. He will resent you for that, right? So today I was just even thinking of doing this video. I've heard a lot of women saying, after everything I've done for you, after everything I've done for you, you're doing this. So women don't understand normally why they say that, right? I'll just make an example. If I'm earning 3,000, right, and my bills are 2.5, and I'm left with 500, once I spend that 500 on someone else, I will not one day cry and say, after everything I've done for you. But once you take from the 2.5, once you take from the love that's supposed to be for you, once you take from your peace, when a person gives you, it's when you're gonna say, after everything I've done for you, because you have given from nothing, you have given from what was supposed to be yours. You know, we give from overflow. We love from overflow. But now we love from the core. We love from, you know, from the basic salary, not from the commission.
Mm.
That's why when people leave, we cry and say, after everything I've done for you, I've built you. And 10 times these men will tell you, I never asked you to.
Whew.
Yes.
Yeah, who asked you? Who asked
Yeah,
you?
they'll tell you. And they are right by saying so. They never asked you. As a woman, you know, there is nothing that is as nice as being in a relationship with a man who loves you. Then you respond to the love, not you loving someone with your heart, with your lungs. You even, you know, you sacrifice everything. That's why when they leave, you start to say, I've done this, I've built you, and you want to commit suicide. You are in and out of hospital. Tell me how many men are in psychiatric wards now?
Versus women. It's 1 out of 100. It's 1 man in psychiatric ward, 100 women in psychiatric ward because of relationships.
Exactly, because men know their priorities and men love themselves. You know, 2024 says, let it be a year that we will choose ourselves. We love ourselves. We love people from the overflow, not from your peace, not from the only thing that you have, not from your sanity. You must always give people from the overflow, because when they leave, you know that your core, your foundation is not shaken. But once you sacrifice, you move to another country, you move to another province, you've left your kids, you've done things you're not supposed to do. That's why when this person leaves, you want to kill yourself, because you know as well that what you've done, you should not have done it. And even after you've done it, the person still chose to leave you. That's why you sit there and you feel stupid, you feel embarrassed, you are in depression hospital. Me, madam, I will never be in a psychiatric ward because of a man.
Yay. Amen. See?
Because anytime I always put myself first, and I love the person from the overflow. So when we leave, I still eat what I was eating, I still preach what I was preaching, I still wear what I was wearing. Guys, I work, I sell cars, right? You know, anytime I see a woman filling up an application for a man, I just feel like saying,
Mara, my sister, wait. Basi, I am Metuli. Wait. My sister. Emma Bailey. My sister, so you are helping these women fill up application forms for cars they're going to give to men every day.
And then 3 months later, the man is gone, she comes back, she wants to ask, can you repossess? We say no. And if we repossess, your name is gonna be blacklisted. If you wanna buy a house, whatever you wanna do after that, you're not gonna be able. So there are women paying cars that they're not driving. Someone will say, I just want to save my credit score, so I'm just gonna continue to
I did that.
The man is gone.
I did that. I was paying for my house after the divorce because I was literally trying to save my credit score so that when the house is sold, at least my credit score will be... I know the pain of doing that. And after the house was sold, I still had to split the profit with that bastard. Yeah.
Switch off the light. Imagine that was your husband. There are people doing these things for boyfriends. There are people doing this for a whole boyfriend. And you see, these boyfriends will sit there, they will choose the color, they'll ask my sister, how many liters is this? They will say, I want a rim like this, I want what. That time they know that they are not even gonna pay a cent. They are just there. Chelsea, please stop switching off the light. I'm on a video, and baby, stop. You see, they know that they won't even give a cent. They'll be asking, which color do you have available? And I will be so annoyed.
But you're on the job. You must still give them the car. You're on the job when I guess them.
And they always cry. They always cry.
And then you can't warn them because you're gonna be in trouble. I mean, you can't say, my sister, I was here last week.
Definitely. It's rough on these streets.
Yeah.
Ladies taking loans for men, buying men clothes. It's so crazy. This weekend I was home. Chelsea, stop. We can't even
Sissy.
go to the room.
Hi.
Okay. Come, let me put food for you. So, you know, these ladies, I was home during a weekend. My cousin brother actually came with a bag of clothes that one of the girlfriends bought for him. I was like, these girls,
They don't learn. I
really have
Truly, remember these girls don't like content like Madam Speaker content, which is gonna wake them up. They don't like beta content.
That's why they would hate you.
Mm.
Because you are making them wise up. You are helping them, but they don't want. Madam Speaker, I always say, these ladies, they enjoy it. There is no way a man can continue to do one thing to you and you stay. Me, you know me, I'm the queen of living. My friend, I will leave you after
Higher and fire, higher and fire.
I will leave you after 2 days. Once you do something I don't want, I'm gone. We need to have limits as women. How many red flags do you want to collect from a man? How many red flags do you want to collect from men?
Sure.
He showed you once, he showed you twice. You still go back. What are you hoping for?
We're in denial. We're in denial.
No, I think I love this thing that you are always pushing of women loving themselves, because there is no way that you can love yourself and enjoy such things. There's no way.
Yeah.
Something in you is lacking, and I think it's about time we dig deep into ourselves and you ask yourself, why is this happening to me, and why am I allowing it?
True.
What is it that I need? Don't I have a father? Do I have childhood traumas?
Yeah.
Heal whatever you are going through, and then you will see, once you are healed, you will put yourself first. You will know what you want, and you will never stand for what you don't want.
True. I agree with you.
I think as women, we always have a list of what we want from men, but we never have a list of what you don't want.
Exactly. It goes back to what Tima was saying, to say a man starts in a relationship, they get into a relationship with a black page, they give you marks according to what you have. We go into a relationship with 100 and we try to subtract from what we have already given them. That's what Tima was saying.
You don't even know them. You've already scored them. You've given them 100. You've put them on a pedestal. You neglect your kids. You are spending on this guy. You're going on holidays. 35th. Madam Speaker, me, I don't even do 70-30. I don't even do 80-20. My friend, you found me here. You bothered me from wherever you are from. So if you want me, you are going to go 100. Bother me. Why did you bother me?
Yeah.
I'm not even looking at you. Like, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Okay. Find us in our father's compounds, eating whatever we are eating. Then they will call you and ask you what to bring to the table.
Exactly.
Why do you want to know what I'm bringing? What to do? I'll do my own lane, brother.
You invite me into your own life and then you ask me what am I bringing to the table? Like how? Make me understand.
Oh no, doesn't work like that.
It doesn't.
So, and I also want to speak to single mothers, because I think they normally score themselves low. You think just because I've got kids, I'm going to settle. Chelsea, what's wrong? Oh, Jehovah.
Kiss my darling. Maite,
Hi, Madam Speaker.
how are you, my darling?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, darling.
Yes. Oh, guys, I think, Madam Speaker, thank you for really being here for us as women, single women, married, and everyone divorced and stuff. I just want to share my story. I'm sure you're going to laugh. It's going to be funny. I'm just one woman.
If you laugh, we will also laugh, my sister. But if you don't laugh, we won't laugh.
Because I'm always laughing because I really don't know how I played this guy. I don't know how I played this game, whatever. Few months ago, I just met a guy. This guy is like one of those smart guys, educated, driving these fancy cars. You know, the guy's been watching on you. She knows who you are. Like, she's collecting information about you. You are single. Where do you stay? I know she's owning this. She's a business lady. She's this. These guys, they come to us with all our facts. Who did she date? What was happening? When did they break up? Whatever story. Nah, it's okay, guy. Single as I am. Not desperate though, but man, we can date. It's okay. And this guy is one of those tender guys.
Okay.
One day, unfortunately, he just didn't know what I'm capable of anyway. But yeah,
to me, I just think it's a lesson that every woman should learn. And you guys, you must read all the signal. Your intuition is there to guide you and to tell you this is so wrong. This guy is so wrong. And to me, I'm that person who just say to a guy, Mina, I'm a single mother. I'm raising teenagers. I don't want a man at my place. Listen to the blackmail. No, the main reason you don't want me at my place is because you are seeing someone and blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know what? I don't need to really confirm anything. You, the one who approached me, I did not approach me. My way, my boundaries, my house. I don't want my kids to be miserable because when you are there. Okay, Chiki, one day, guys say, I got a tender somewhere at some municipality, whatever. He sends me the tender documents. Yeah, you know, God is great. Oh, this guy I just moved talkers. To me, I was like, nah, I did, you know, me, I don't do tenders. I like working with private sectors. I know you with government issues and payments and stuff. I mean, I've been an accountant for years, so you know what? Anyway, good for you. Let's see. And we are dating. Guy has been one of those, like, yeah, ticking all the, you know, we the problem is we always have this list, like as Sissy said, Guti, we always have the list of what we want and what we don't want. You are mostly focusing on that checklist of yours, saying, oh yeah, guy is so lovely, he checks on me, this guy will love on me, call me every minute. Like, I can't even focus at work, like, I love you, I do this, I do that. And to me, I was like, I'm one person who don't like attention. I'm just the opposite of every woman. I just think once the guys that love bombing me, I know something is just not adding up. Lately, guy comes with the purchase order and say, you know what, I got this purchase order. Can you please borrow me 200,000? I said, no, dear, honey, love, no problem. I'm in. You know, it will come with 20% interest and whatever. And I go, oh, no, it's fine. Yeah, you know, the money you need, not even the bank side.
Okay, I think, sorry, just hold on, Mama. I think we have a lot of feedback that's coming through. Let me mute our other guests and see if maybe it will improve your thingy. It will improve your network. Okay, you can proceed.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay, can I see the purchase order? Okay, he WhatsApp it to me. Technology is good. He WhatsApp it to me. Oh, okay. So when is this needed? It's a purchase order. They need the promo, whatever, for whatever campaign, whatever. It's much. Okay, no problem. I'll give you the money. How much do you want? No, if you can just give me at least 300K.
Jesus.
It's fine. I'll give it to you. And I'm saying he's saying to me it will come with 20%, whatever interest. I'm like, good, cool stuff. You know, even with the banks, we don't get this such interest in such a short time. Man, you're such an angel. Okay? Guy is there treating, you know, when you get that queen treatment because guy is up to something.
He knows. Money is coming.
Yeah, money is coming and I'm gonna run. And to me it's like, okay. By the way, where do you work? No, you know me now, I'm a project person. I just got a job at some university, blah, 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 blah. But you know, that project is not what I like. But anyway, let's focus on this purchase order. I'm like, okay, no problem. No, fine. It's okay. Okay. I think it passed the Easters. He went home. Okay, fine. I went home. He came back. And then he said, hey, you know, today I just spoke to this guy who issues the order. Hey, he's in a hurry. And like, okay. Hey, you know what? My lawyer stays down the road here. Can we please go sign the papers? Of how you're going to pay me? Because this is not a loan. This is basically business.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. No, it's fine, but I've given you the purchase order. Don't you trust me? And I was like, you know what, trust is another story. And I don't, you know what, trust is just a word for me. And can we sign the papers? Okay.
no, the lawyer thing has been coming. No, it's fine. The other day, and then he just decided to say, hey, you know what? Thank you so much that you're willing to help. My friend actually gave me the money. I'm like, okay, no problem. We met. Okay, we forgot about the purchase order. Then we continue with life.
He knew he's gonna dribble you some more. He wants money there.
No, it was just a strategy that. And then after some weeks, I'm hearing the story. You know, the supplier we got gave us the wrong description. He didn't even print the t-shirts the correct way. So now I'm having a problem with this guy because this guy's an acting financial what. You know, if I don't do this, I think he's gonna lose his post. But you know what, baby, don't worry. If we do this job, even if we don't make much profit, there's still other jobs to come. And later on, this guy sent me another purchase order. You see, God is great. And I was like, you know what, dude, I don't want to lie to you. The purchase order you've sent me today, I think is the money that I can do.
Okay, just hold on for me. Sorry. Okay, I don't know what's going on there, but it's fine. We may proceed.
And I said, you know what, dude, you know the purchase order you've sent to me, this is the money I make in a day. Stop playing games. And I'm not there. Please don't even get me involved. It's good for you. Continue. The bigger order is still sitting there, but yeah. Okay, and he comes to me, since I told you about this guy, we're trying to push in the order so that they don't even fire him because he's still acting. And I said, no, it's fine. Let me go speak to my banker. And then I came back and I said, you know, my banker was not at work today. Hi, guys, sitting there patiently, so... And he comes with another strategy and he says to me, no, you know, you can pay directly to the supplier. You don't need to give me that money. And I said, I don't know your supplier. And if my money got scammed, I don't even know what's going to happen. And he said, no, this is I can go take you to the supplier. It's like, say, I'm busy. I can't even afford to go to your supplier. And one day, and he just decided, like, that weekend, it's like, no, it's fine. Okay, let's go to your lawyer. I'm like, my lawyer's not available. Now I'm the one playing the game.
You are playing games now, Sissy.
Now I'm playing the game. And then he comes to me, he bought me flowers. Oh, flowers. Thank you. How did you even know I love these flowers? Wow. And he says to me, hey, you see these guys at whatever company, I'm not going to mention, you know, they are at whatever institution, municipality, they are putting a pressure on us. Like, okay, it's fine. You know what? Go to your supplier today. I'm going to work. And then I will transfer the money and then you can collect your order. I made the guys pay the whole day. I switched off my phone. I switched off my phone. It was on Friday. I remember I even went to Eastgate that day. That day I just felt like, you know, I want to switch off my phone. I'm not going to sit in my office. I just want to gallivant. And I'm gallivanting at Eastgate. And Eastgate, there's always no network. Yeah, when you're there. He comes back late in the afternoon. We meet. I've never seen a guy crying. Guys, please don't be fooled by those crocodile tears. Oh, guys, please read those. And guy cried like tears. You know, I'm so hurt. The way you made me stay there, I was looking like a fool. And
you are a fool, Evanna.
And I said, you know what, baby, I'm sorry for that. You know what? I even lost my car keys at Eastgate. The way I was so panicking because these banks were like giving me up and downs. Like, I'm playing his game now. Now I'm that. So, fine. And like, no, but Monday is coming. Can we do this on Monday? Okay, let's just have a peaceful weekend. Monday, he wakes up and I've never seen my car taken to a car wash that weekend. My car has been taken to a car wash. Because he knows Monday I'm going to release the money. Like, okay. And Monday I went to work. When I went to work, and I said, still go to your supplier again. I will speak to your supplier, and then your supplier, I think, is the one who will confirm everything to me. And then guy left. Okay, I didn't call the supplier. I switched off my phone again. You know, Madam Speaker, when in the afternoon, when I switched on my phone, I found, I don't know how many missed calls, I don't know what messages. And the guy came to me, said to me, you know, you were so childish, and you were so childish about the whole thing. And I was like, childish? Childish was when you could not even go to my lawyer. And childish is when you don't even understand that some of us, we understand these things more than anything. I mean, you can't get an order in March, and in May those people are still waiting for you.
Exactly.
How special are you? Like, really? What deal do you have? The same people you are having the deal with, they were supposed to actually subsidize, knowing they are going to benefit. As much as they are politicians, I'm not going to play your tender game. I'm not going to play anything. Yeah, unless if you didn't have money. And I said, you know what? I don't owe you my bank statement. I don't owe you anything.
Because he also doesn't have that money. If he had that money, why did he come to you to begin with?
Listen, and I'm saying to him, and you know what? One thing I can tell you as an accountant is I know there are companies that are really funding purchase orders like yesterday. Why didn't you run there? Why didn't you run there? After that, guy, like, we had a fight. I was like, dude, if you are here for money, I'm sorry. I'm not that type of a girl. I'm from Limpopo. You know how 5N1 is so hot. So, and
all the way here to be scammed.
No, I can't be scared. Coming all the way from Limpopo to be scammed. A mere accountant, honestly speaking. I think, guys, we really need to we must also apply our knowledge to certain things. I mean, you cannot just be ignoring a purchase order. That a purchase order is normally given 30 days. A quotation is 30 days. And somebody is waiting 3 months down the line, still waiting to scam for you. These scammers are very patient. It's not fun.
They are very patient. That's the most important thing here. The most important lesson.
Very patient.
Sure.
And I said to him, you know what, if you think maybe by not giving you this money, it might be our reason to break up, I'm so ready to break up, because I'm not even invested in the whole thing. And all of a sudden, I don't really see future with you. I don't think you are even the type of a guy I want to meet. And by the way, I don't even know how much you earn. You've just never even disclosed your financial
nothing.
Whatever, like your information with you. Hence, me and you, we just never had even a financial talk or a serious relationship talk or a couple talk. So I think this must just end right here. And you go scam other people out there. And I just think women, we overlook red flags, like red flags.
We do.
We ignore them.
And
later on, I think guy just separated with me like 2 weeks down the line, and he came back. I think he just came back for like finishing up the whole mission. I was no longer there. Now I just had the guy met another lady. The lady is a teacher, and I don't know. I'm really worried about the teacher.
She's gonna take loans. She's gonna go take a loan for this guy. I'm telling you.
No, the guy apparently, the lady stays somewhere in Limpopo, and she's a teacher. I think it's a baby mama or something. So apparently, guy is blacklisted. I just didn't even know. I had the friend because the friend was saying to me, what you did to the guy was just what happened to the guy, and I said the guy is a scammer, and the guy was like, yo, I think this guy doesn't even learn the lesson. Like right now, she met this other lady. She made her buy a car. He made her buy a house. Like right now, they're in the process of buying a house. Guys, how much are teachers earning to even do such things?
My sister. Hey, we don't even know. But unfortunately, I'm hoping the teacher is watching or is listening, or she'll get to watch the video, you know.
No, the teacher is so in love. She's so in love. I think I don't know them. I'm not that person who go through social media and stuff. But I just heard they are somewhere in wherever they are. But imagine being scammed 300K like you just guys
like it's nothing. She just calls it out like it's nothing when he doesn't even have it in his bank account.
He doesn't even have it. I mean, this is the guy who just don't even have money for petrol. Like, honestly speaking.
Sure.
Guys, like you must also look at I'm not saying there are types. Really type. I don't know what the type means, but guys, as much as the guy Atika certain things on your list, Mara, I think like the red flag, like the way a guy treats you, the guy, the way, like certain things are too true to believe. And guys, women, I think they just swept away of their feet like flowers. You can't be losing 800K because of flowers and chocolates, guys.
Imagine you get flowers and chocolate, which is worth 300, and then you get to pay 300K for those flowers and chocolates.
Don't do that, people. And as much as you can't be, love alone is not enough. The guy must actually these guys must really look after themselves. We're not saying we are looking for money, we are gold diggers. We cannot get the gold where there's no gold, guys. They don't even have it.
Yeah, Tuli, you were saying?
What I want to say, for the fact that a man can say,
You are so far away, my gosh. Can you move closer to the camera, babe?
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
The fact that a man can come to you and request for 50K or 20K, even 5K, it means they are.
Shem, you are mute, babe.
Can you hear me now? He's not gonna try and do something.
Okay, I think we have a problem with Tuli. Tuli, the network is really bad on your side, babe. I don't know if maybe you can move around or something, because it's really just repeating itself. I think she got disconnected there. Ladies, I'm busy looking at my time here, and I wish we could stay longer, but we're supposed to have cut off by 10 o'clock. I have to love you and leave you. Tima, thank you so much for sharing with us. You dropped gems as usual. And Maite, my love, thank you so much for sharing. This is going to help a lot of people. Guys, please be careful of tenderpreneurs. We're not saying that all tenderpreneurs are scams, but all we're saying is that be very, very careful, because the one thing that they know how to do best is to love bomb you, so that when they come back and ask for money from you, it will feel like it is nothing. It will feel like there's a whole lot more where that is coming from. So you definitely have to be very careful of that. You know, I always say sometimes men who have a 9-to-5 are safe, but there are good businessmen out there who really can love you. But please be very, very careful. Anything that requires you to open up your wallet, hey, my sister, please be very careful. I can't emphasize enough on you being careful of anything that requires you to open your wallet, especially when it is made to look as if you investing in it is going to make you rich, when this person does not even have a single cent. When you have to go take a loan for a man, when a man's credit record is bad, that's already a bad sign to say, why is your credit record in the dogs? Because that means that you are irresponsible to begin with. So then how are you able to even repay all of that money back? Please be very careful, guys. With that being said, thank you so much for joining in. For those who actually came through as guests and shared their stories and their experiences for awareness purposes, I really appreciate every single one of you. I love you. God bless you, and good night. Oh, don't forget to subscribe on the YouTube side. You people who are on the TikTok side, please hop over to YouTube to watch the whole thing if you missed some of it, and we'll see each other on the flip side. Remember, this month of December, we're not having specific time frames for doing the lives. We're just doing random lives because people are busy, people are having nice time. If we put a time frame, people don't show up. So whatever topic that is burning during that time, when it arises, we're gonna go live and talk about it. But for tonight, we are done and dusted. I love you. God bless you, and good night.